Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited today because today it's story time. Guys, it's actually my first time doing a story time video, and it's actually my first time telling how I got into an accident voluntarily. Normally I used to tell the story when someone asked me what happened to your face. You know, people who know me from last year or people who know me from long time ago, from before I got into an accident, they ask me what happened to your face, and I'm like, now I have to explain. And honestly, I still haven't accepted how my face changed. I feel like, no, it hasn't changed, but because I was flawless, I had a very smooth skin. I used to have pimples here and there, but then they weren't so bad, and I had a very nice skin. So unfortunately, the accident did this to me. So guys, the accident happened last year, December, and it was a wedding. It was a relative wedding. It's not my aunt. She's actually my grandmother, but she prefers to be called auntie because she's like, no, I'm too young to be called grandmother. Oh, obviously she's still young there. She's younger than my mother. So this is what happened. Last year they asked my mother permission for me to be the bridesmaid, and they asked me, and I agreed. I was like, sure, I mean, why not? Being the bridesmaid at the wedding, that you get drinks for free, you get food for free, you get to sit in the tent, you get all the attention. Okay, that's what I was thinking when I agreed. And it was actually my third time being a bridesmaid in my life. I've been a bridesmaid at my aunt's wedding. Okay, all my aunt's weddings, I've been a bridesmaid there. So this was my third time. I remember I left here around the 8th or the 9th of December. The wedding was on the 11th and the 12th. So I left a few days before, 2 days, 3 days before. I had this gut feeling that I don't want to leave. And the reason why I didn't want to leave, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is because I had a boyfriend this side. And our thing was still new. So, leaving your boyfriend behind, long distance thingy. But anyway, another thing is that I knew that, I stay in the rural areas. So going there early tends to get boring. And I know, by the time other people come, not like fashioning, like, brown, stuff like that. And then, okay, but anyway, I left because it's my aunt's wedding and I promised to be there, and my mother paid for the attires, the clothes, ne? So I'm like, no, I can't disappoint everyone. My mother, my aunt, Some people backed out from being bridesmaids, but I was like, I'm not those people. I'm going. And another thing, nakita honest, nakirata faith, nakirato bona. So going to that wedding, being a bridesmaid, rocking some heels, having some nails, some makeup, it was the best thing. I was like, no, because that is my time to shine. Anyway, I left here, and then I went home. I remember the day I went home, I in town because I left with the public transport. I left. When I got there in town, I didn't go home straight. Okay, my mother doesn't know this, and I hope she forgives me. But I didn't go home straight. Girl went to grab some drinks, to distress, because I was like, guys, am I really going home early? But anyway, I left, but eventually I went home. Then I got home. They told me to go check my dress because I haven't seen the dress. I don't know how the dress looks like. I'm like, okay, I hope it's a princess dress because I'm a princess. I get there, I see the dress. Guess what? Guys, I almost cried. Actually crowed silently. I crowed. And I'm actually gonna show you the picture. Somewhere here. So guys, this is in the dresses. Those were the dresses. First dresses, not even. First dresses. I was like, what? And imagine that dress was longer than the one you see there. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see the whole dress, but it was long. I was like, hell no. Tomorrow I'm going to the tailor, the person who was sewing the dresses, who was designing them or whatever. I can't say it's design. Those were made, they were not designed. And then I was like, can you please cut this dress for me? I showed her where I wanted to be. I was like, hell no, I need to show some thighs, some legs. Because, guys, I'm still young. Okay, I know my aunt, she's not actually my aunt. She's actually, my grandmother. According to tradition, according to relations, how we are related, she's actually my grandmother. And then, I was like, hello, Mrs., can you please, lower my dress? No, lower my dress. Cut it, make it short or something so I can look sexy. And then, fine. But anyway, we're not on the dresses. It was Friday. And then it was Friday. Yeah, it was Thursday. I got there Thursday. The following day was Friday. That's when I took the dresses. Yeah, Friday. And then, I went around. I didn't buy lashes. I didn't prepare anything. I only had my nails. I only had pedicure. I had like nice hair. I'll show you the guys the hair. I'll put a picture up there. Yeah. And then, guys, guess what? And then we didn't practice the step, the dance. We don't know what's going on. The groomsmen, the groomsmen are like 40 something. I was dancing with a 40 something man, or 50 something, I don't know, but he was old. But anyway, I chose the right partner. I was like, hey, no, he can dance. I was like, yes. We practiced Friday night. And then we practiced at the bride's home. And it was actually not at my home. Between the couple, the person, the alien relative here, it's actually the groom. He's my grandfather. He's my uncle, man. I don't know what to, but I call him uncle anyway, because he's my father's cousin. I can't say my mother because my mother was married in Limpopo, so it's not her family. It's her family through my father. Okay, anyways. So we practiced Kobo Makoti. It was nice. Practicing, guys, laughing. Sharp. It was Friday, right? Saturday, wedding day afika. Guys, I woke up late. For whatever reason, I woke up late. And then I'm like, okay, sorry about the noise. It's her. I woke up late, and then sorry guys, she's disturbing me. I woke up late, and then guys, never mind that. She's telling me about something. And then I woke up late, guys. First thing I did, I just took a bath, packed my bag. Okay, I think I packed my bags the night before. And by the way, I managed to go fetch my dress again. My dress came. And I fetched it. And then everything was fine. Okay. And now I woke up late. They were waiting for me. I get to the taxi was waiting for us at the groom's place. I get there, I find my sister, my uncle's niece, the very same uncle who was getting married, sneeze, like close knees. She lost her shoes, guys. We're looking for shoes. Imagine, she was like, I put my shoes here. And then she was like, I'm giving up. I don't want to be a bridesmaid anymore. Ha! I was like, me too. So now everyone is backing out. It was a quarrel. It was a mess. So my mother was like, no way, let's look for the shoes. We found the shoes exactly where we were looking. But anyway, I circle up. And then the taxi gets there. The guy is so cool. He's like, hello. He's still sober. Keep that in mind. He's sober because it's early in the morning. And we drive to the bride's place. We get there. They give us breakfast. And then we eat. Okay, we get ready, we try to get some makeup, we are too late. Guys, it was a mess. I just did my eyebrows, I didn't do any makeup. I was natural. I was like, you know what, I'm still a child, and I was the youngest amongst everyone, followed by another one who was a year older than me, or 2 years older than me, and then there was my sister. She was she's 4 years older than me. Like, we were, the three of us were the youngest. The rest, they were like 30 something going upwards. The rest of the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, there wasn't a youngster there. All of them, they were like 40 something going upwards. Up to 50 and 60 maybe, I don't know. And then, okay, we get ready, you know. The wedding proceed is so nice. Well, we dancing the whole day. By the way, the program director was like, you guys are not gonna eat until the program, like all the items on the program have been attended to. Guys, Regileka 4. I was hungry. I didn't want anything. I ate all those snacks they put on the table. You see those snacks? I ate them. By the way, we danced. We changed into tradition. The tradition was beautiful. I'm so obsessed with Pedi tradition. Like, guys. And then, guys, you know, the Pedi tradition is so nice. It's so cute. I don't want to lie to anyone. I love that one. It was pink, bluish. I'll show you the picture. So, guys, we danced. I don't know what happened to my legs, my feet, or whatever. They started being painful, and then I couldn't dance, so I had to sit down. I don't know if I was tired or whatever, but I couldn't dance. Got tradition. I danced nyana, but anyway, later on, Rayema, guys, Rayema. I don't even understand what we were waiting for. Apparently, they said Remetsu Makoti, Jigi Remetsu driver. The driver gets there, and they're like, okay, we should get into a taxi. Guys, I get into a taxi, ne? Actually, I saw this other taxi that got there before our taxi. It's actually taxi, you know those people who go to weddings to support the groomsmen from, those people, they're actually kids. Come to think of it, they were kids. They hired a taxi because the groom and the bride, they have children, so one of the kids is their age, so it's their friends. It's actually the groom and the bride's kids' friends. And then I was like, I wanna take that taxi, like, because I know, like, the driver has been here since, and but then honali space. But then problem is that the music was too loud. I was just too tired to go around. Like, I was tired. I don't want any noise. I wanted some, you know, relaxation, and then relax, sleep. Because actually I was planning on going, you know, it's after party day 1. But then I was like, I'll see the after party tomorrow because I'm tired. Then, hey guys, we left eventually. We left. Little naughty bridesmaids and some people, you know, supporting family members. It was a little bit overload. But then it wasn't that overload yet, because overload that thing in primary kids, so you wouldn't feel like overload because when they are too thin, they can squeeze in anyway. So in a taxi, I was sitting on Wabana taxi is wrong at the back, not co-driver passenger seat, front seats. At the back, it was the first seat. I was sitting on the second seat. I was sitting on the second seat. And at first, I was sitting in the middle. There were 3 people more sitting area. So it was my sister, it was me, it was another bridesmaid. And then my sister was sitting on top of this other person, man. And then this guy, guys, Ratamaya, distance it's like 5 kilometers, less than 5 minutes. Like, okay, 5 kilometers, I think it's more. 10, 15 kilometers. 10 kilometers or 15, I don't know. Less, the way he was so fast, he was speeding. Keep in mind that I'm staying in the rural areas, so the roads are gravel. So now I was bothered that what if he comes across a rock and something happens, you get a puncture or something. But I don't know, deep down I felt that something is gonna happen, something wrong is gonna happen. And then, okay, he speeds, continue speeding. I'm like, hey, not me lying. I'm like, hi, driver. Wait, call him Bob, first day I don't know if this happens everywhere, but I'm just gonna talk about my experience in the wedding attending and stuff. So when there's a wedding at the bride's home, there are people who goes to the groom's house to wait for the people from the bride's home. So there were people that were waiting for us at home, and Rona, we were with people that accompanied the groom at the bride's home. So that's what happened. So that's why there were so many cars. There was a car for bridesmaids. There was a taxi for bridesmaids. There was a taxi for people supporting people. I don't know how to explain this, but to young, just for support, to support the groom. And then there were cars, different cars. Some were for groomsmen, some were for families, and then the other one was was transporting the groom and the bride, stuff like that. And then, so according to custom or whatever, I don't know if it's custom or what happens, but according to the way things happen, the groomsmen and the bridesmaid, they should be at the front, the first ones, followed by the bridesmaids, groomsmen, or whatever. But then the first car should be about Makoti, because it's go villaging, the those bells, baby. Yeah, it's so nice, it's so cute, man. Give me goosebumps and stuff. Every time when I'm at home and I hear those bells, I'm like, oh, okay, we run, we go to wherever. Okay, growing up, but if it's less staging, there was a time where I was like, hell no, I'm not going there. I mean, I'm gonna get married soon. I don't have to go around, and I've been going to a lot of those, so I was like, I'm tired. And then, guys, this guy is speeding. We get to this other place, Molo Rajika, like straight, for so long. We are turning. I lied, guys. I was like, hi, driver. The Makoti umfonetsi urukopela remoyemele re samushia. He stopped. Everyone was mo koloing. They went na speed and antshwarisa le mala wa bona. And then antshwarisa le mala. Kore ne ke tshogile. I was like, yo guys, what if I don't know, have you ever had a gut feeling that something's gonna happen? But I never thought it was gonna be bad as an accident. I don't even realize that this guy is drunk. Like, he's so calm, he doesn't talk too much, I don't realize I'm talking about the drive. He gets out of the car, he's holding a bottle. He's holding a bottle. I'm like, but anyway, I'm like, you can lift to one of the cars because I don't feel safe. But when I check, all the cars are full. They are full. And I'm like, trusting in God, being a Christian sometimes. Yeah, like, trusting in God. I was like, no, I mean, nothing big. We were so close. We were like 15 minutes, 10 minutes away from home. And then, not control or something, but ba tla ba re joina ba re feta ke re bona di supposed to be at the front. More guy, I think fitile go it's a 4 or 5. 4 or 5, I don't know. And then guys, okay, I'm so sorry about the noise. I mean, there's a happy here, busy. But anyway, ignore that noise. Just listen to my sweet voice. And then we get back to the taxi. We get back, we settle down. You know, I'm like, nothing will happen. There are like 5 cars ahead of us now because like some people are trying to get back to the taxi. And we're like 10 to 15 minutes away from home. Okay guys, so we get back to the taxi and then he starts driving. Okay, the guy, I need to look pretty all the time. So the guy starts speeding again. Guys, from where we aiming to where the accident is less than 500 meters. It's less than 200 meters. It's like 120 meters away. The guy, a speeder, I overtake all those 5 cars. While I overtake her, guys, I actually need a drink and everything for this. There's a car approaching. That car was far away. This guy is rushing and he's overtaking, more curving. Luckily, Rafita the bridge. There's a bridge, water bridge. Guys, there are rocks. Morozong was part of mountainous places, so there are rocks everywhere, including in the bridge. There are big rocks. If takes a nane kamu bridging, I saw Nerka survive. Like I wouldn't be here telling the story. But anyway, he drove. No, we are panicking. We're like, oh no, stop. You know, I'm there. I'm like, I don't know. For a minute, I had a vision. Because I could see that's where we're going. The taxi went like this into a zigzag motion. Guys, jiggy, boo. It fell, it screeched. The last thing I could remember, my last memory, I was like, Jehovah, I'm a Christian. The first thing I think is, to pray, but I'm like, no. And guys, jiggy, the taxi flipped, screeched. I could feel my right side of my back screeching on the third road. I was like, I don't know what happened from there. I don't even know how long I was out. But then I was out. I wasn't here around. Eventually I woke up. I'm outside of the taxi. And then I can feel my face is swelling. My bag. First thing I think, I'm like, oh no, my t-shirt is gonna stick to, the wound or whatever, to the scratches and stuff. So I start lifting up my shirt, my t-shirt, I would say. My t-shirt, my top, the top I was wearing. It's not a t-shirt, it's a crop top, something like that. And I start lifting it up so that it doesn't stick to my bag. And then I walk. I see my sister. She's sitting down there. I go to her. She's injured on the forehead and the elbow. I can see her clothing is torn. And then I start screaming. I'm like, and then she's like, sit down. Everyone is looking at her. They're like, are you fine? They look at me, they start crying. I'm like, okay. Meaning I'm worse. Because she was injured here. This forehead skin, somewhere here, it was peeled off. And also the side of her shoulder was peeled off. That was all. As for me, I could feel my lips. They were swollen. My right eye, my right eye. When I opened it, it was so swollen to an extent that there was blood everywhere. There was thick blood that I even thought that it was cut through on the lid. I thought it was and then I was like, okay, this is hectic. And then I sat down. First thing, I was like, don't panic. What if you panic, you faint, you die? I don't wanna die, guys. I wanna live for long. And then I relaxed. I was like, you know what? I started feeling cold, so cold that when I closed my eyes, I was literally sleeping. Every time when I closed my eyes, I was falling asleep. And I was like, okay, what's going on? But anyway, I got relaxed. And then my uncle got there. My mother called. And then my phone, I think since it was like the time when when the taxi fell, I was holding my phone. When I stood up, I dropped it. I just left it to drop. Like, I didn't want to hold anything. I didn't want anything on me. I dropped everything, including my bag. I don't even know how my bag got back. But anyway, I still have it. And then my bag had my things, my clothes, my shoes, my makeup, whatever, everything I might need. And then I dropped my phone. I was like, I don't need this anymore. And then, guys, and then my mother called. I could hear my phone ringing from somewhere near the taxi. Oh, by the way, the reason why I moved from the taxi is because I thought it was gonna explode. The things that happen in TVs, in the movies. I was like, no, what if it explodes? So I moved away. So that's when I moved towards my sister to sit next to her. And then my mother calls. She's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, no, tell her. This other is a young guy. I don't know how to call him, but she's my friend's younger brother. He's holding my phone. I'm like, answer it. He said, I can't because the screen was so messed up. And then I swiped it because I knew how to use that phone. I knew it was it was a Mobicel, guys. But anyway, we're not there. And then I answered it. I was like, tell her I can't talk. No, because my mother thinks I'm too corrupt. She thought I was drunk. She's like, why is and then my grandmother grabbed the phone. And I don't know if it happens everywhere, but in Pedi culture, when there's a wedding at your bride's home, they send other people from the groom's house to the bride's home as support. Or something. I don't know what they call them. But my grandmother has been there since Friday. So she slept there. Now we're going back because it's a ceremony at the groom's house. And her work is done that side. So my grandmother is like, let me see. Takes the phone. It's like, yo, let her feel like, okay, anybody call mama what surprise. Hi, all men feel there's been a problem. They got into an accident. One thing about my mom, she's a feather, guys. For sure fainted. I don't know what happened, but fainted or whatever. But main thing is that I didn't want her to see me like that, because one thing, I know she's so weak. I can't get or hurt or anything because my mother weak. Even when I lost my father, she couldn't. She got thin. Okay, she's slender. My mother's so slender. Sapara 32, 34. Mara ubile worse apart 28. So imagine high. I mean her blood. Papa got somebody high, but anyway, I'm her blood. So I was like, I don't want her to see me this way. And then my uncle gets to the scene first, my other uncle. And then he gets there, he's like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I'm so dizzy. I want to go to the hospital. What? I'm so dizzy. And then there was a nearest clinic. We get there, the clinic is not working at night since COVID. Like, okay. They take me to the hospital. It's far away. It's like 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. I can't estimate from there. But it's far away. So we drove to the hospital. Guys, the paramedics were the minute the accident happens. But when we got there, we're getting the paramedics imagine. So okay, fine, we got there, and then first thing they took me to an emergency room, the casualty section, or I don't know what they call it, but it's a casualty what. And then first thing they put me there because I'm a high risk what. They could see I had blood all over. Guys, I could feel my face. It's on my like I could feel it, and it was swollen, and everything was just so. I couldn't cry because I didn't see myself, and I don't know what happened. I was like, nah, I'm fine. It's just scratches. And then they're like, no. The first doctor was like, yo, and I was like, hectic. This was hectic. And then she's like, okay, fine. So this is gonna hurt. And then they start taking. Okay, so this doctor takes out this metals. It looks like a suicide stuff. And then takes out this, I don't know. Okay, I don't know the equipment from the hospital, but. And then she starts scratching my face like she's like removing something. Hey, guys, I could feel inside the sauce. I feel like but it's like rocks. Can't it's the glasses. Guys, Njani, how did I get glasses on my face? How did I get the glasses on my face? But anyway, I got glasses, and then they removed those glasses. They tried cleaning me. They started stitching me. I got about 47 stitches. I counted. 47 injections. You know those numbing injections. They started using plastic injections whereby they use the syringe. They started injecting me on the wounds. Guys, I couldn't bear it. The way I was trying to keep myself busy, I started counting. And then when I got to 47, they were like, this is the last one. I was like, I can't. That's when I was like, I started crying. I was like, okay, what's going to happen in the future? Will I start having to come to checkups? And now my face is like this. What's gonna happen? I haven't seen myself. I remember asking this nurse, I was like, can I have a mirror? She was like, oh no, not now, afterwards. I could hear my mom's voice from the other side because it was a big ward. The casualty is a big ward. Okay, not a ward. What can I say? A big section whereby they stitch before they take you to the actual ward. And then they put this, separating curtains. They closed. I was like, whatever happens, don't let my mother in, because I know my mother is weak. Like I said, my mother is weak, so I don't want her to see me like this because she's been through a lot already, and I'm her firstborn and stuff. And then they started stitching. By the way, I can't feel the pain because they've numbed my face. They stitched here on the forehead, on my left eye, even here. They stitched somewhere here on my left side. I don't know. They stitched on my right side. On my right side, they stitched all the way from my hairline. Okay, my scalp. It was actually from my scalp going down to my neck. And I thought I was done. They were like, let's see your arm. Take out my arm. They started removing glasses. I don't know how I got those glasses, but I feel like I got those glasses the time the car was screeching on the third road. So you know how public roads are. There are people who drink and throw glasses, because those glasses weren't only crystal. They were green glasses, brown glasses, to show that they were bottle glasses. And then, I didn't see myself. I haven't seen myself. I can feel my face is so heavy and it's still bleeding. They are stitching, they're cleaning, they're stitching, they're cleaning. Okay, eventually they're done. They're like, you should go to an x-ray to check. Guys, and then I realized that I'm sitting next to a window. I was actually on a section where I'm next to a window. And it's dark outside. So meaning I can see a reflection. I can see my reflection. I turn around, I look at myself. I started crying. I cried. I cried, guys. Even now it still hurts. That first view of myself, I was like, is this me? I was like, no. They're like, no, don't look at yourself. I'm like, no, I have to look at myself. And I started crying. I was like, what happened? I mean, what happened? And then, guys, I went to an x-ray. Luckily they found that there's nothing broken. I have no fracture, which is a lucky thing, because the way my taxi fell, one would think that I have broke bones, like my bones have broken. And then we went to an x-ray. I got to an x-ray. They left me there. I get to an x-ray. I think I saw a mirror. I look at myself. Yo! Yo! I was scary. I didn't want to see myself. I was like, so I'm gonna live like this, because one thing about me, I had a flawless skin, and I'm light skinned. I'm sorry. So I had a flawless skin, and I was like, okay, this is me. I had stitches everywhere. My face was too big. It was so swollen everywhere. I had blood. I had bandages. That was before they even put actual bandages. They put plasters, to cover the stitches. And then I left the x-ray because they found that nothing is broken. They took me to a ward. They covered my face so that, I don't know, but the bandages, they put bandages. I went to a ward, and then they took me to a ward. I got there. My mother came to see me. Oh, by the way, I passed my mother when I went to an x-ray. I didn't even want to look at her because I knew she was gonna cry. And then I was like, I don't want to see her cry. Sorry. And then I went back. She came to my ward to check up on me. She got there. She was so strong, guys. She didn't cry. She didn't do anything. She's like, no, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry. You're still young. You're gonna heal. I slept. Oh, it was around 5 a.m. or 5 a.m. I don't remember. But one thing I know, in public hospitals, they wake up at 5 to bath the patients. I remember they woke everyone up, and I just slept for like 7 minutes. I was like, I'm not gonna wake up. I just slept now, and I'm tired. Remember, I danced the whole day. I was traveling. I woke up early. Yesterday, I was up and down going to fetch dresses, get makeup and stuff. The day before I was traveling, so I never rested. So I was like, no, I'm gonna sleep. And then this other nurse got in. I love that nurse, okay? She was like, no, this one just got here now, so please don't wake her up. She just got here now. And then, fine. People woke up, take showers. I wake up, guys. The bandage is strangling, it's choking me, like strangling. I don't know how to say it, but because my face was swelling more. I had to unclip. It had lips. I had to unclip because I was like, I can't breathe. I can't do anything. I don't want anything. I don't want these bandages. I don't want this life. I took them off. You know how public nurses are? They're like, why do you take that off? They're shouting at me. I'm like, guys, I can't breathe. This is choking me. This is strangling me or something. I don't know. But then this is uncomfortable. They were like, but then they asked you if it's comfortable. You said yes. I'm like, yes, my face keeps on swelling. So I think I was admitted for 4 to 5 days. 5 days actually. And then I remember I don't like hospitals because that's where my father ended up. So I was like, no. And that hospital has a bad history. On top of that, it's a public, and no one loves hospitals. I couldn't eat. I was using a straw to eat soft meals. I was eating mashed potato that has no salt. I was eating pumpkin, and then my family at least brought me fruits. I couldn't eat an apple. I could only eat a banana because it's a little bit soft. And when I say banana, I mean a mashed banana. I had to put it in a bowl and mash it because I couldn't eat. My lip had a little chip here. It was so swollen. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. Like, it was actually my first experience sleeping in hospital. Okay, it was my second time sleeping in hospital, but it was my first experience sleeping in hospital, being hospitalized for being injured or something. The first time I was having a baby, which was, okay, I didn't stay. I slept only 2 nights or 1.5 nights. I don't know but anyway, I was like, I want to go home. I want this. And then 4 days late, I don't remember, 5 days, they asked me how I feel. I was like, I'm perfectly fine. They were like, okay, cool, go home. I got an infection on my neck. It almost affected my vein because those people didn't clean properly. I had a huge glass that was stuck on my neck. I had to remove it myself. I went back, they stitched again. So guys, that's how I got this scars, and that's how I got into an accident. And now it's actually my first time talking about it publicly. Normally I just answer to people who ask me what happened to your face and stuff. So I hope this answers to everyone who knew me before the accident and who wanna know what's happening to my face. And I've never seen a psychologist, but I'm in a process of seeing one because this is affecting me. I don't like taxis. I don't use taxis. Whenever I have to go somewhere, I have to board or something. When I use the taxis because I'm desperate, but I'm not comfortable. I even get off where I'm not supposed to get off because I'm scared of taxis. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the notification button so you don't miss out every time when I post new videos. Bye bye.